Hello, my name is Arden Schupp, and I'm the director for this week's online quarantine theater, which is united by Amber Reith Hutcherson and Carl S. Hutcherson. Thank you for tuning in to watch, and I hope you enjoy the show.
Hildie was in such a panic yesterday. She had no idea how all those poisoned apples got into her shop.
Yes, I heard. There's so many odd things going around right now. Just last week, I found hemlock in my garden among the peonies. Hemlock, can you imagine what could have happened?
Ladies, so sorry that I'm late. I was just on the wand with our organization in Freelandia. They're having a bit of a broom crisis. Well now, shall we get started? Yes, Ernie. Would you like to lead the pledge?
Of course I will, but that's not what I needed. I just wanted to say that ever since Eleanor left, the refreshments haven't been quite as good.
Eleanor was quite magical in the kitchen. However, do you realize that I'm the one who is providing the snacks now?
I didn't say they were bad, but the gnome that lives down the street from me makes the prettiest cakes. We could...
You know the budget simply doesn't allow for that.
But they're so yummy. If we skip the t-shirts this year, we could afford it.
No, the t-shirts are for advertising.
Well, we'll add the pastry versus t-shirt debate to next month's agenda. Let's begin this meeting with the pledge. Good
or bad,
right or wrong, witches stand together.
Gentlemen, let's call this meeting to order. I have a tooth whitening appointment at 2 and a hair appointment at 4. I hereby call this meeting to order. Let us recite the oath. Born rich and staying that way.
You know, this pledge is shorter and catchy, but I like the old one better.
No one cares what you think, Barnaby.
Wonderful. Now, the first order of business. Louisa Nederland has asked if any of you would be interested in participating in their annual craft fair and bake sale next week. And none of that reselling nonsense. Handmade things only. Ernie, she was especially interested in your knitted bags. She bought one last year and loves it. It's so handy to carry all of her things.
Of course.
I just made some soap. I can take those. And I'd like to say something. I miss my hat. Why can't we wear our hats anymore?
We decided no more hats. They're our old image.
The hats are so old school.
But I like the hats.
No hats, Bertie. I was planning to make some gingerbread. The people and the houses. My grandkids love decorating them during Yule.
Sure, Myrtie. I can come over on Thursday and help you bake. What do you think?
I have my gardening for medicinal herbs class on Thursday. How about Wednesday?
I have yoga in the morning and a veterinary appointment for Hazel in the afternoon. Are you free in the evening?
I'll put it on my calendar.
Is there something wrong with Hazel?
Oh no, just her annual checkup. On her birthday, she'll be 38.
My goodness, how do you keep her so healthy?
It's the special cat treats I make for her, all organic, and I never let her touch the catnip.
Enough. Are we all present and accounted for? Where's Brock? Brock?
So sorry, Hans. Parking was terrible. This town thinks that everyone drives a smart coach nowadays. Never. I like to be comfortable. I need room. I'll keep my SUC.
What's an SUC?
A sport utility coach, of course. Big, roomy, I can take it off-road. But really, even the roads aren't fantastic, so...
No, man. You need a sports coach. I got this little two-seater, convertible top, racing wheels. The princesses go crazy when I drive it. And talk about the horsepower.
Gentlemen, hair, teeth, let's get a move on. The first order of business is the annual pose-off. Flynn, how is the planning going?
Fantastic, Hans. I reserved the pavilion at the town square. I decided that we should make it a public event this year. If we can put a little joy and beauty into the peasants' lives, we should. It's part of our...
We don't call them peasants anymore. They're rural citizens.
But they live in the city.
No matter. That's what we're calling them now. And Flynn, what's the date again?
2 weeks from Saturday, on the 19th. So, gentlemen, practice, practice, practice. We'll have a larger audience than usual. I can't imagine that the rule citizens, would pass this opportunity.
I hired a servant whose only job is to judge my different poses. I don't know why I didn't think about it earlier. I'm brilliant sometimes. I'm going home with a trophy this year, and I think that I'll also win most original this year too. That's just a taste.
Nice, Brock, but we've all been practicing. I've got some sick moves myself.
Ladies, we have business, but please, wish Hazel a happy birthday for me. Anyway, that's lovely. I'll tell Louise to reserve some booths for us. On to item 2. Flynn Montague, or maybe it was Wynn, approached me at the market yesterday and asked if we would have a parlay between our 2 groups.
Whatever for.
Ugh, whatever they want to discuss is probably nonsense and designed to make them look good.
What's a parlay?
A parlay is, well, it's like a discussion or a conference. Flynn, or Wynn, thinks he's a pirate. His father is the Duke of Clarendon, and his mother is simply the sweetest woman I've ever known. She makes a lovely fruit tart. Pirate my foot.
I don't think that we should. It's just going to be nonsense. You know how difficult they all are.
Oh, Bertie, I don't think that they're all bad. Some of them are quite chivalrous.
That just means that you can't trust them. Ever since Charming passed away, it's all just been hair gel and posing contests.
Well, I think we should at least see what they want.
I agree, Ernie. How can we expect them to be gentlemen if we don't give them the time of day?
Is there any other discussion before we vote?
Would you be the only one at the parlay? Are others of us invited?
I'm not letting her go alone.
Oh, Bertie, it will be fine. But Gertie, I think that several of us would go. To provide a united front. Why do you ask, dear?
Well, Flynn is so dreamy, and Wynn is so charming.
Charming wasn't even as charming as Wynn or Flynn, whichever.
Anyway, we can decide who's going after we vote to see if we're actually going. So, all in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed, say nay.
Nay.
Well, that's decided then. I'll contact Flynn and set a date for the meeting. And now, the third item on the agenda. Rufus McElroy has asked that we be more careful when flying over his farm. His sheep are frightened when we fly over them, so he suggested a 100-yard height minimum.
Oh, yes, absolutely. The quality of his wool has gone down lately. I was thinking that I might need to find another supplier, but if he thinks this will help, I'm all for it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous. Well, let's adjourn and have some coffee and cake.
Don't forget.
I remember. I'll add the cake question to next month's agenda.
One more thing before dessert. If any of you have any extra mint, I could really use it. My plants are not producing very well right now, and I simply don't have enough for my next batch of tea.
Maybe you shouldn't fly so low over your garden.
Anything else, Flynn? We're on a tight schedule.
Just one more thing. If any of you could bring some high-protein, low-carb snacks, it would be great.
Snacks? But we don't cook. You tried once, and it was awful.
I wasn't suggesting that you do. Tell your cooks to make something.
Good, because really, it was awful.
Fine. Let's get a move on. Item 2. I think that our image could use some improvement.
What do you mean? Our image is great. We're the princes.
Yes, we are the princes, but not the princes like we used to be. The news doesn't cover our deeds anymore.
That might be because we really don't do deeds anymore. The only thing we have is the pose off.
Shut up, Barnaby. Nobody asked you.
It seems like WU gets all the good press. All we get is page 17, under the fold.
I reached out to the Myrtle of the WU. I thought we could have some joint events. Good for our image, good for their image.
Not quite what I had in mind. I think we need to hire an image consultant.
What's that mean?
It means that we hire someone to improve our media presence.
Like tweet about us? I know someone with a whole office of birds, and that's all they do. Tweet, tweet, tweet. That's a good idea.
I don't get it.
Of course you don't. He would make people think that we're amazing, important, like we used to be.
But people love us. Just the other day, I had a little girl ask me for a selfie. Or a princey. What would you call that?
That's the point. They want photos with us, but we're not the hot topic around the dinner table. Why don't people talk about us anymore?
Maybe because we don't do much.
Exactly.
Well, maybe we should start doing stuff like WU. They have all kinds of events. My mom just went to a candle making workshop. She really liked it.
I was talking with Olga over tea, and she mentioned...
And why exactly would you have tea with someone from WU?
No. I was buying tea, and Olga happened to be in the shop. Anyway, she thought it might be a good idea to team up. Have some fun thanks to the rural citizens.
That's a weird conversation.
I was being polite. There was a line.
Polite? Grow up, Barnaby. You really should remember who you are.
Gentlemen, enough. This is a life or death situation. Our reputations are at risk. I move to hire a consultant. Everyone in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Good. I've already hired someone. He's the one that suggested the rural citizens thing.
Hans, you really shouldn't have done that without approval, don't you think?
No, I don't think. From what she's told me, the plan is on track. She's been working very hard for us. We're going to remain on this plan with this consultant.
What exactly is the plan?
Later, Wynn. It's about time. We're on a tight schedule here. Great. Awesome. Remain on course. It sounds like you're doing a fantastic job. Thanks for the update. That was our consultant. He's saying that everything is going according to plan.
How is this going to work? Is it going to take long?
Not too long, Brock. We're all going to be famous again, soon.
How do I look?
Fine.
Fine. Are you sure?
Yes, Verity, we're live in 5.
Should I change my lipstick? I don't know if it goes with this dress.
Live in 5, Verity.
Is it too dark? The lipstick?
You look great, Verity. 5, 4.
This is Verity Fides from downtown Wittenberg, live in the scene of a shocking crime. Investigators have told me that a young Lucinda Fitzsimmons has suffered a terrible reaction after eating berries given to her by a strange woman. My source says she was poisoned. Lucinda is here with us now for our interview. So, Lucinda, what happened? Shocking. Terrible. Amazing. You're so brave. You heard it here. An unspeakable crime has been committed. Now a few questions for the detective. Detective Rathbone, do you have any suspects?
A witness has come forward. She said that a woman dressed all in black approached Miss Fitzsimmons and gave her an unknown quantity of an unknown berry.
Dressed in black? A witch?
Allegedly.
And this is the devastating result.
Well, maybe. Our expert has said that this is only temporary and...
Horrendous! She's just a child!
Yes, but she'll be fine after.
You heard it here, folks. Crime is rampant, and our innocent children are at risk. Anything that you'd like to say, perpetrator Lucinda? Touching words. This is Verity Fides, signing off.
Cut.
Well, first mumpleberries and now fizzleberries. At least this is a fairly minor rash. You need to stay out of the fizzleberry patches. On second thought, just avoid berries entirely. Use this twice a day until it clears up.
How long will that take?
4 or 5 days, probably.
Will this help the itch?
A little bit, but just accept the itchiness as your punishment for stealing berries. Off you go.
Yes, ma'am. Hi, Wilbur. How are you?
Okay, but my dad is mad because I'm making the television flicker.
My dad would be mad too. Bye.
See you at school.
Well, now, what do we have here? Goodness, that is a problem. I'll be right with you, Wilbur. Look, just look. It looks better than I hoped.
We're glad you like it. Really glad.
It's just what the clinic needs.
We worked on the design for a long time. It needed to be just right, serious, but not too serious. Cheerful. People are usually upset when they're here.
Of course they are.
We were really upset when we were here.
Of course you were, but I fixed you right up, didn't I?
Of course you did a great job, but we have a question. It seems like we're finishing each other's sentences.
An unfortunate side effect.
Will it last forever?
Oh no, it will go away. Give it another week and you should be good as new.
Good.
Can you hang it right there? I need to help little Wilbur here.
Of course.
Come along, Wilbur.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, how long has this been going on?
About a week, but it's gotten worse.
Is it worse in the morning or the evening?
In the afternoon.
Well, now that's interesting. You stay right there. I'm going to think while I answer this. Hello, Clinic for Magical Maladies?
Olga, it's Gertie. Do you have time for a wand vision?
Of course. There you are. You don't look very good. Hang on, Wilbur. I'll be back.
I'm okay. It's Rapunzel.
Is she ill?
Not ill, exactly, but she just won't give up the idea that she can't leave.
That's silly.
I know. She just and cries when I visit because she wants out.
Goodness, what can I do? She's not sick.
I know, but could you talk to her? Do you make tower calls?
I will talk to her, but first I have to finish up with Wilbur. He's got a bit of a problem.
You'll come soon?
Yes, dear, don't you worry.
I'll try. Darn it. I'm just not good with this new technology. Last time I put myself back in my body backwards. I was out of sorts all day.
Now, Gertrude, I am 300 years older than you are, and this is not difficult.
Never mind. I'll just walk off.
Now, Wilbur, is this worse on school days?
Another quiet day.
Business will pick up.
Maybe. And if it doesn't?
It will. It has to.
I just don't know how it happened.
It wasn't your fault, Hildie.
Just imagine what could have happened if I didn't notice those pink ladies mixed with the Granny Smiths.
And you noticed that they felt funny.
I did, but I just thought that they were going bad until I got into one.
But you did, and no one bought them.
Business has been bad ever since. Shh, a customer.
Good afternoon.
Hello, how are you?
Fine. I've heard you got the best produce in town.
I used to.
Hush. Of course we do. What are you looking for?
I'm making a cobbler. What fruit would you suggest?
Well, for a cobbler, you can use so many different things. Berries, apples, pears. Oh, we have some lovely peaches right now.
Peaches. Those might work. What do you think about peaches?
They're nice right now. Very juicy.
Yes, let's do peaches. Would 2 pounds be enough?
3 might be better. I'll get those for you.
Thank you. Slow day?
Slow week. We had an incident last week. My sales have been down ever since.
How serious was it?
Not too serious, but word gets out.
Maybe I can help. I work in public relations.
What's that?
Well, I can help change public opinion. You know, change the way people think about your shop.
Are you successful?
I do a pretty good job.
Are you expensive? I can't afford much. Business has been slow after all.
Thank you so much. These look great. Tell you what, I'll do some work for you in exchange for some produce. I like to bake, and your fruit looks good. You in exchange? I'm Rumpelstiltskin, by the way.
Deal. And very nice to meet you.
This is Verity Fides live at the scene of a devastating incident at the charming von Rittenberg Primary School. Wild animals have attacked the school. Children's lives were in danger. Wilbur, can you answer some questions for us?
Sure.
Were you terrified for your life?
Not really. It was just a goat.
Dangerous.
Nah, he was kind of cute. It was just a baby.
Sneak attack. You don't think a baby could hurt you? And then disaster.
Yeah, okay.
How serious were the injuries?
I don't think anyone got hurt. Oh yeah, Georgina fell out of her desk, and it made all the lights go out. But she's kind of klutzy.
There you have it, folks. Grave injuries after attack by wild animals. Here, at a school where children should be safe.
Nah, it's okay. We don't have class this afternoon, so they can catch it. Miss Wynn tried to, but that didn't really work. It was kind of funny to watch. They're gonna bring in professionals.
Cut. Mac, edit that out.
Yep. As you can see, locals have set up a relief tent for the students who have been evacuated due to the dreadful attacks. Devastation reigns, but these caring local citizens are providing food, drink, and shelter.
Food? I have food. Organic, vegan chia cakes.
Or regular granola bars.
We have still and sparkling water. Double distilled, organic.
Get over here and get some help, people.
Cut.
Ladies, thank you so much for making time for this emergency meeting. There's been a series of incidents, and I think that we need to discuss them. First of all, poor Lucinda Fitzsimmons was poisoned.
She wasn't poisoned. Well, not completely. It was just a temporary poison.
Yes, the effects only lasted 24 hours. Detective Rathbone called me and examined her. It's been a long time since I've seen mumbleberries used for something like that.
But still, she said a woman dressed in all black gave them to her. Black? We don't dress in black.
I look terrible in black. And Myrtie, no one accused us of anything.
But people assume that we had something to do with it.
Why do you think that? No one has said anything to me.
Look at what they've been writing. And have you heard what Verity's been saying? People are whispering, just like they used to. We've worked so hard to change our image.
People are always going to think badly about us.
And then there was the goat in the school.
Why would people think we had anything to do with a goat?
History. It's all history, but people don't forget.
I thought that we were supposed to like cats, not goats. Like Hazel. She's a fantastic cat.
History! It's all history, just like the apples. And what about Hildie's poisoned apples? That would have been terrible if someone would have eaten them.
That's true. My business has been really slow ever since that happened. And I don't know how everyone found out. It was just Ernie and I in the store that day. It's like someone told the whole town.
Well, did you say anything to anyone?
Just the people in this group. I didn't want the word to get out.
The rumors are out of control.
What rumors? I haven't heard anything.
Some of you are too young to remember the way that it used to be. I admit, some of our ancestors were not.
Well,
fruit and strawberry rashes, but people don't forget.
Well, we do scare Rufus's sheep.
Bertie, that's nothing. Besides, we've stopped flying so low.
You know, the other day, a customer came into my shop. She said that she worked with public relations. She offered to help me get my customers back.
And she bought 3 pounds of peaches.
She did. And she said that she can help me. Maybe she can help us.
Can you talk to her? Bring her to a meeting to discuss this with the whole group?
I will see what I can do. She was very friendly.
Now, Lucinda, just tell Verity exactly what happened. She'll ask you the questions and you need to make sure that you tell her all of the details.
Okay.
Mac, how do I look? Is this dress okay?
Yes.
And my hair?
Yes.
Is she ready, Evelyn?
Yes, Verity, whenever you are.
Mac, count me down.
5, 4.
We are here with Lucinda Fismans, who is the victim of a terrible crime. Can you tell us, Lucinda, exactly what happened?
I was walking home from school and a person stopped me.
A strange woman.
She gave me some candy.
Poisoned candy.
I ate it and got all tingly.
Poisoned!
No, I'm allergic to cinnamon, but I love it.
Witches.
Alleged.
Targeting children.
I can't eat cinnamon because I swell up.
She could have died.
I just need to see Olga. She always fixes me right up.
Desperate for medical help.
Can I go now?
Of course. Now that you want to see your parents before the end.
The end? Whatever. Bye, Matt.
Cut.
Mac, you know that's my line. Cut.
Are you sure this will work?
Of course it will. I told Wynn that there was something amazing out here. He'll come. She's pretty. He's Wynn. It'll work. And even if she doesn't come down, witch, princess, tower, the headlines speak for themselves.
I don't think she's really a princess.
Close enough.
Did you unlock the doors?
Yes, I only keep them locked after she finishes breakfast and before she drinks her morning tea. That's when she checks. I unlock them after that. It takes a while.
You could just keep them locked all the time.
No, I couldn't do that.
I don't see much difference between pretending to lock her in and locking her in.
Well, there is.
Keep telling yourself that.
I think I can see them. Hide! Hello?
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 What are you doing up there?
I live here.
In the forest?
Yes?
In the tower?
Yes?
Alone?
Yes. Well, my Aunt Gertie stays here sometimes.
That's crazy.
Not really. What are you doing out here? There's never anyone out here. Well, except Aunt Gertie.
and the occasional mushroom hunter. But anyway, what are you doing out here?
Somebody told me there was something cool out here, and there is. A tower with a girl in it. Are you a damsel?
I guess.
You want to go for a walk?
I can't.
Why not?
I can't leave. The door's locked.
Why can't you leave?
I just told you. The door's locked. Oh, that's not what you mean. Anyway, I don't know why I can't leave. And Gertie always locks the door before she leaves.
That's sad.
Yeah, it is. But she always brings me books to make up for it.
That's really sad.
No, I like books. My favorite is...
Wait, are you a damsel? You're a damsel. Are you in distress?
No. Yes. Maybe. Yes. Definitely yes.
I found a damsel in distress, and she's really pretty.
I'm pretty?
Well, yeah, pretty and nice. Not like the last one. She was not nice.
That's the sweetest thing anyone has ever said to me, except for Gertie. She always says sweet things. But she's my aunt, and she's supposed to. Anyway, what do you do with damsels in distress?
I save them. Hang on, I'm gonna save you. Let me think. How can I get up there?
Can you climb?
Better not. There was this one time where I fell into a thorn bush.
Oh.
Do you have a rope or anything?
Why would I have a rope up here?
Ooh, your hair. How long is it?
It's kind of long.
Throw it down. I'll climb up.
I don't think that it's that long.
Go ahead. Throw it down.
I told you I didn't think that it's that long.
Do you have a spinning wheel? Could you spin some yarn and then weave a rope?
No, I don't have a spinning wheel, and that would take a long time.
Okay. Give me a minute. Let me think.
What's your name?
Wynn.
Okay, Wynn. Why don't you use the door?
But you said it's locked.
It is, but you're a big, strong prince. You can get it open.
I am. I can. Just a locked door won't stop me. Hang on. I'll get it. Wow, there's another door. And another one. So, how many doors are there?
I don't know. The one I see is always locked, so I've never been through it.
So, no idea?
Aunt Gertie is a witch. Maybe they're enchanted doors. Maybe she enchants my tower to have 1,000,000 doors when she leaves.
1,000,000?
Or not.
Never mind. Never mind. I'll break them all down.
Wow, my first prince. There she is, Verity. Get her. Mac, go, go, go.
Detective Rathbone! Detective Rathbone!
Yes?
Verity Fides here, live with Detective Rathbone. Detective, my viewers have some questions about increased magical violence that has struck our city.
Verity, we've discussed this.
So, Detective, you refuse to speak to my viewers?
I didn't say that.
Then you will tell the viewers about the violence.
I didn't say that either, but I will say that violence is a very strong word.
Children poisoned, wild animal attacks, children poisoned? That's not violence?
Okay, Verity, I'll make a short statement. There have been several incidents in the last few weeks, and I, along with the rest of my department, am trying to get to the bottom of these incidents.
So you admit it. Crime and violence have driven our city to a standstill.
No. Lucinda Fitzsimmons is allergic to cinnamon. She knew there was cinnamon in the candy and she took it anyway. There was no crime.
That was the second poisoning. What about the first?
Well, that was a temporary issue. Lucinda needs to stop taking food from people outside of her family. She has a lot of allergies.
In the incident at the school?
There was no incident at the school.
A wild animal was released in the school, and you say that there was no incident?
A goat got into the school. A baby goat. No one was injured. It was caught without issue.
Georgina Wellington was almost killed.
Georgina Wellington fell out of her desk in her rush to pet the goat, and once we calmed her down, the lightning stopped.
I see. So you're reluctant to use the word crime. Why is that, detective?
I'm reluctant to use the word crime because there's been no proof of any crime.
Is it true that you're not investigating these crimes because your granny's a witch?
What are you talking about?
A confidential informant has told me that one of these crimes were committed by witches.
Alleged.
There's no proof that any of these incidents involved witches.
My source says otherwise.
Who's your source?
He's confidential.
Verity.
Detective Rathbone. There you have it, folks. Our police department is failing to protect us. Failing to admit that there's even a problem. This is Verity Fides, live with the uncooperative Detective Rathbone. Cut.
Cut, cut, cut. That's my line.
Thank you so much for coming out here. I just can't make her understand that she can come out of the tower.
That's okay, dear. One question, though. Why exactly does Rapunzel live out here in the woods in a tower?
It's what she wanted.
What? She wanted to live out here alone in a tower?
Well, after her parents died, she lived with her other auntie for a while, but that didn't work out. And then she lived with my parents, and that didn't work out. She turned 9 right after she came to live with me, and she asked for a place that was all her own, so the tower.
Oh, that poor dear girl.
She has all the things that she needs, and I bring her what she wants. Books, chocolates, she even has a kitten.
How long has she said that she can't leave? She can leave, can't she?
Of course she can. The doors are all unlocked.
Doors?
Well, yes. The kitten, Esmeralda, kept escaping. She could get the door open. I didn't want to lock them in, you see, so I just added some extra doors. Esme has only managed to get through the 28th door.
28 doors? How many are there?
Right now, 52. She's a sneaky cat.
Apparently.
Ah, here we are. Rapunzel! Rapunzel, are you there?
I thought you said she doesn't leave.
She doesn't. I was trying to give her space. Rapunzel! Maybe she's napping. She does enjoy a good afternoon nap. Let me go up.
I'll wait down here. You might ask her if she wants to talk to me.
Good idea. I'll be back.
Gertie, are you okay?
The doors, they're all broken.
Is Rapunzel okay?
She's not there. She's gone. I don't know where left the tower before.
Sure, she's fine. Maybe she went for a walk.
Thank you, Ernie, for trying to help me feel better. But she hasn't left the tower by herself in 8 years. Something terrible has happened. I just know it.
Ladies, attention, please. Thank you for attending another emergency meeting. As you all know, we have a bit of a situation.
Rapunzel has been kidnapped.
We don't know that. Rapunzel is not in her tower. We don't know where she is.
Maybe she found a boyfriend. You know, girls that age.
That's not helpful, Bertie. Maybe she went to the library, or to the tea shop, or to the movies.
No, she's been kidnapped. She would never just leave.
We should split up, form search parties, get bloodhounds.
I propose that we make a list of all the shops in town and ask if anyone has seen her. If nobody has, we should go door to door.
That will take forever.
Maybe we should ask for some help. Cora and Dora would help, and Lucinda and Wilbur, and maybe we could ask Britches.
Britches? Why would they help?
Olga is right. Some of the Britches are very nice.
Yes, even a few more people would make a big difference. Wynn and Flynn.
Barnaby.
Not Hans.
Since it was your idea, Olga, could you contact them, please?
Of course.
Because we're already here and we have a plan, I would like to introduce someone. We were having tea and discussing things when Gertie called me. This is Rumpelstiltskin. She's the one Hildie told us about. She's going to help us with our image after these incidents.
Hello, ladies. Myrtle and I have had a very long talk about what's been happening. And I think that I can help. But you have a bit of an emergency right now. So I said we find Rapunzel and then we can talk about our game plan. This girl.
Oh.
Sorry. Temporarily misplaced girl. Oh, sorry. Temporarily misplaced girl is much more important.
Finally, what are you so happy about?
Nothing. It's just a good day.
I'm in a hurry. How are things going?
Good. If you saw the news today, Verity jumped to conclusions. Again. But that's good for us. We couldn't pay her for the work she's been doing for us.
I don't care.
Well, in case you did.
I heard that Grimhilde found the poison apples. She wasn't supposed to find them.
It killed her business. Word got around town.
Killing her business doesn't help us. We need to be heroes. We're paying you to make us heroes again.
Flynn saved a kid from a runaway coach on Tuesday.
And only 3 people saw it. Your timing needed to be much better.
Do you have any idea how much planning that took?
Not enough. There should have been 50 witnesses.
I got several other things in the works. I told you this would take time.
We don't have time. This needs to be done now.
What exactly do you want, Hans?
Whatever it takes. Whatever you need to do for me to have all the glory again.
Oh, hey, is this where we're meeting?
Yeah, we're meeting here. Nobody else has shown up yet.
Okay, sure.
You're Wynn, right?
Yeah, nice to meet you.
And your brother is Flynn?
Yeah, nice to meet you. Oh, wait, not nice to meet you. Well, yeah, nice to meet you, but not nice to meet Flynn, because he's not here yet. He'll be here.
When was the meeting supposed to start? It's strange that we're the only ones here.
I think Barnaby said 6 or 6:30. I don't remember.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. What's your name?
I'm Gertrude. Well, everyone calls me Gertie.
Gertie, like Aunt Gertie?
Yes?
Oh, wow. I heard you're super nice. You read books and tea and stuff. And a kitten is so cool.
How do you know that?
But wow, the doors. There were so many doors.
How do you know about that?
Zell told me.
Who's Zell? Rapunzel? Are you talking about Rapunzel? How do you know her?
We met in the forest. There was such a cool tower. but not so cool that she couldn't leave.
She could leave. The doors weren't... Wait, do you know where she is? What did you do with her?
I had to bring the doors down. They were definitely locked.
Where is she? Why did you take her?
Wait, no, I didn't take her. I did break down a lot of doors. There were like a million doors. She came out, we took a walk, and got ice cream.
She wouldn't go with you. Where is she?
Wow. Why are you so mad?
Where is she?
I don't think I want to tell you. First you lock her in her tower, and now you're super mad. No, I'm not going to tell you.
I'm her aunt, and you must tell me where she is.
I won't.
Tell me.
No, I am not going to tell you.
Stop! Be quiet! Listen! Tell me! Right now, please tell me! Why won't you tell me? Oh, what happened? What's wrong? Oh no, what did I do? It was an accident, I didn't mean to.
Hello, Gertie. Oh, my goodness. What happened here?
He knows where Rapunzel is, and he wouldn't tell me.
This is bad. This is really bad. I mean, with all the bad publicity going around now about your kind, this is terrible.
What should I do? Should I call Olga? She can fix almost anything.
I don't think she can fix this.
I didn't mean to. It was an accident. Please help me. Tell me what I can do.
Your friends are going to be very upset with you. I mean, I've talked with Myrtie, and she's very concerned about your image. This is going to be bad for you.
What should I do?
Leave.
What?
You should leave. Go away for a while until this blows over. Go. Run.
But...
Run! That was a turn of events I wasn't expecting. But sometimes I get lucky. Are you still in there? Yes. Yes, you are. Hans, this is me. Things have taken a turn for the better. Call Verity and get here as soon as you can. You're going to be very happy.
This is Verity Fides. We are live at the site of a terrible accident. Witnesses have told us that Prince Wynn has gravely injured a horrific counter with a rich
alleged.
Joining us now is a witness who witnessed the whole terrible event.
Verity Fides! Oh my God, this is so exciting. I love your show.
Can you tell us in your own words, of course, what happened?
Well, I was walking by when I heard arguing coming into the building. It was a man and a woman.
And then what happened?
It sounded serious, so I poked my head to make sure everything was okay.
And then?
I saw a bright flash.
A curse!
Alleged.
Then?
I went in, I saw a woman running away. A man, and the man, well, he wasn't moving.
Dead!
Allegedly.
I didn't say that.
There you have it, folks. A tragedy right here in our own town. A young prince, his life cut short by a witch.
Alleged and cut.
Why isn't Detective Rathbone here? A crime has been committed.
We don't know what happened, Hans. It's too early to say that it's a crime.
Look at him. What would you call it?
My poor brother. What am I going to do without you?
He's so stiff, but he looks good. His hair is amazing.
It's the witches! It's all their fault. Some things never change.
Now, Hans, there's no proof of that.
There's a witness. She saw it.
She heard arguing and saw a flash. She didn't see anything.
I read about a medical condition where people just turn to stone. Maybe that's what happened.
Look at them. They all look guilty. One of them is missing. That must be the one who killed Wynn.
He's not dead, Hans. Just frozen.
Gertie didn't do it. She didn't do this. She couldn't do this. We don't do this anymore.
Myrtie, calm down. We don't know anything yet.
It looks like she did it.
You're not helping Bertie.
Something obviously happened, and Gertie isn't here, but why would she do something like this?
Because she's a witch, and that's what witches do.
Young man, you need to be quiet while we figure this out.
I am the president of Britches, and I will speak when I want.
And he's your friend, and you're concerned.
And he's my friend, and I'm concerned.
Poor Gertie. I'm sure she's scared.
Scared? Wynn is a statue, and you're worried about her being scared?
She's young. She's probably never seen anything like this before.
She did it.
It had to be an accident.
Where did she go? Why did she run away?
I'm sure it was a shock when it happened.
What exactly happened here?
An accident.
Murder.
I don't know. Hans has gotten crazy lately, and it started before this thing with Wynn.
Hans has always been a little high-strung.
That's a nice way of putting it.
I don't think that he can really do any harm. He likes to talk. I think he's important, but he's harmless.
Maybe.
More tea? Perhaps another piece of coffee cake?
Goodness, no, it was delicious, but I simply couldn't. And I must say, you look much calmer than the last time I saw you.
I've been here in the shop a lot. Working calms me down. Drinking a lot of tea. A special blend.
Would you mind bringing me more tea?
Of course not, Barnaby dear. The same? No, I don't think so. I have a new blend you should try. It's gnome fruit with mumpleberry leaves.
Mumpleberries? Is that your special blend? I don't think so. I saw Lucinda after her run-in with mumpleberries.
No, mumpleberries are only a problem if you eat the berries. The leaves are just fine.
She's right. No problems with the leaves.
Sure. I'll give it a try then.
Always trust me, Barnaby. I've been serving you tea since before you could walk. Are you sure you don't want any more cake?
None for me. Thanks.
Well, no more cake, but do you have any scones?
I do. Frapple and dragon melon.
Frapple then.
I'm glad someone appreciates my baking.
Oh, Myrtie, don't worry about Ernie. She likes pretty things, and she thinks no-made cakes are pretty.
Oh, I know. It's just that I provide the snacks, and she doesn't appreciate them. I mean, I win the gingerbread bake-off every single year, except for that one year. And we don't talk about that year.
That's because yours is best. I'll have a scone, and Barnaby will have some of your new tea.
Of course, I'll be right back with that.
She takes her baking very seriously.
Clearly.
Back to the point. Hans is harmless, mostly.
We disagree on that. Have you heard anything from Gertie?
Not a peep from her or Rapunzel. Is Wynn still
solid as a rock? Do you have any idea what happened?
No, it had to be an accident. One could do that on purpose, but I don't think anyone would have taught her those curses.
Could she have learned them on her own?
It's possible, but no, Gertie just isn't that kind of witch.
It would certainly help if she came back and told you what she said, or did, or what Wynn did, or...
Yes, it would be much better if she came back, but I'm trying to find a cure or a solution or an antidote for the poor boy. Were you able to feed him?
That worked out great. I'm pureeing ox chops for him tonight for dinner. He had waffles this morning. He seemed to like the syrup.
Well, that's something.
It's getting late. I need to go. I'll see if Myrtie can make my tea to go.
That's fine. I think I'll stay for a bit and enjoy my treat. You go on. And Barnaby, dear, if you're that concerned about Hans, perhaps you should read your bylaws. Your grandfather was quite clever about things. He might have foreseen a problem like this.
Where can I get the bylaws? Do you have a copy?
I don't, but you might be surprised at where you can find them.
Barnaby brought your dinner tonight. You know you don't want to eat my cooking. I know that you used to sit in the kitchen and watch the chefs, but you can't cook either. Yeah, I'd like to have one of Mom's tarts too, but we can't tell her about this. She'd be really upset. I mean, if we can't figure it out, of course we'll have to tell her. Christmas would be kind of awkward. But I think we should wait. No, Olga's working on it. But I wonder, she's a witch too. Is she really going to try to fix this?
Oh my gosh, it's true. What happened to you? Oh wait, you can't tell me.
He's frozen. Like, can't move frozen.
How did this happen?
One of the witches cursed him. And now he's like this.
A witch? From someplace else?
Nope, one of the WU witches.
That's impossible. None of them would do that.
Obviously one of them did. Gertrude, maybe? Youngish, medium-sized, blonde hair. She ran away after she did it.
Gertie? No. She wouldn't. Couldn't.
Okay, Zell. I know you're new around here, but they are witches. Witches do stuff like this. Curse people and scare people and fly around and have cats.
Gertie's my aunt. She's not that kind of witch. None of them are. Is it true? Was it Gertie?
He says yes. She introduced herself. Why would she introduce herself before she cursed him? I don't know. Manners are important. But that's kind of weird. Hi, I'm Joe, and I'm going to curse you. What?
I didn't think she could do something like this. It's awful.
Wynn thinks so, too.
Is he sure? Really, really sure?
He's sure it was her. But what? What do you mean it was an accident? You can't curse someone on accident. Calm down. He says it was an accident. Like she didn't mean to. She got mad and then poof, frozen.
I knew it. Gertie wouldn't hurt anyone.
She did lock you in a tower.
Well, yes. But I think she did that to protect me. Maybe?
Really? How many? 10? No, I would have 2. Okay, I won't say anything. He says that someone else is there. A woman, and she told Gertie to run away.
To where? And why?
And then the woman called Hans? What do you mean? How could they know each other?
Why are we here?
I got a call for something that's going to happen here today. Right now.
Who's your source? Is it someone that you've used before?
All she said was something that was going to happen and I needed to be here.
Is this someone that you've used before?
Well, she called about the goat at the school. That was true. So she's reliable.
It was a baby goat. But it did happen, and we were there to report it. Baby goat.
Ooh, there she is. That might be her. Or him.
Goat.
Of course. What's happening?
Who are you?
Confidential informant.
We can't pay you.
I don't want money. I just want people to know the truth.
Yes, of course. What's happening?
The well has been
poisoned!
You didn't hear it from me exactly.
Mac, set up the shot. Me next to the well. This is huge!
Verity, that's my job. Mac, set up a shot with Verity in the well.
Nobody uses this well.
Set it up. Verity, fix your hair.
Everybody has water in their house.
Should I change my dress? I have a jacket in the coach.
Man, it's hot out today. Look at that. There's a well where I can get a nice cool drink.
No, stop. It's been poisoned.
What? I could have been killed?
This is great. A potential victim. Verity, you can interview her.
Water. Houses. Nobody uses this well.
Mac, count me down.
No.
Evelyn!
5, 4.
Ma'am, can I please interview you? You've just been in a life-threatening situation. Are you traumatized?
I don't know. I'm in shock.
So, can you tell me what happened in your own words?
Yes, well, I was walking around town today and it was a little warm outside. I got thirsty and I saw this well and decided to get a drink.
What happened next?
Luckily, I didn't drink from it. People could have been killed. No, I could have died.
Poisoned! That's right. People could have been killed.
It's not poisoned.
Millions! Well, hundreds. Hundreds of dead people and wounded.
It's not poisoned.
Mac, why aren't you filming?
You ruined my interview. Ma'am, can you answer those questions again?
Sure.
It's fruit punch.
Camera, now.
Mac, please do your job.
Fruit punch.
What are you doing?
I think I need to get out of here. Sorry. No more questions.
Mac, I will have your job. Film me.
You're fired.
No.
Fired, fired, fired.
This was a huge scoop, and you ruined it.
No, I am not fired. First, I'm in the union, and it's not that easy. Second, it's not poisoned water. It's fruit punch.
Maybe it's poisoned fruit punch.
It's not poisoned fruit punch. Third, nobody uses this well. People bring their water bottles from home, stop in the cafe to buy something. Fourth, your informant didn't tell you anything. You're the one who said it was poisoned.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Evelyn!
Actually, Verity, Mac's kind of right on this one.
But this woman could have been killed. Ma'am, I'm sure that you... Ma'am? Ma'am? Where are you? Where did she go?
Barnaby, there you are. We have a delivery for you.
A delivery? From who?
We don't know. Did you need these?
What is it?
The bylaws, of course.
I've been looking for these all day. I've looked through all of Grandfather's things. Where did you get them?
We've had them for a while, but the delivery address just showed up today. Can we put them down there? Heavy.
Yes, of course. That's a lot of bylaws. I wonder if there's a shorter version.
Here, this goes with them.
I've called this meeting to order because I have some concerns.
How did you call a meeting? You're not the president or even the vice president. And where's Hans?
Hans isn't here because I didn't tell him. Because my concerns are about Hans.
Hans has been the president like forever. What could you possibly be worried about?
He seems very serious about his plans, and bad things have been happening.
Bad for them, maybe. Great for us.
Not great for us. Look at Wynn.
Okay, Wynn isn't feeling great right now.
It seems like things are spinning out of control, and Hans isn't concerned about any of it.
But he's the president. He's in charge. We have to do what he says.
Well, I was reading the bylaws, and there are ways to change things.
Wait.
I'm not suggesting that we kick him out. I am suggesting that we put him on probation, so he can't do things without approval, just until things calm down.
I don't know. I mean, he's the president, and he gets really upset when things don't go his way.
That's part of the problem. He can still be the president, just with help.
No.
What?
I said no. Wynn is a statue, and he wouldn't be a statue if Hans hadn't had all these big ideas about getting famous again. He started it and caused that.
Then what do you think we should do?
Remove him. Kick him out. Never allow him in bridges ever again.
That's kind of harsh. And remember, Hans didn't do that. That witch did.
But he caused it. He caused all the things that are happening right now. And the witches, they aren't bad. I mean, my mom always goes to Hildie's fruit shop when she wants to make a tart. Always.
Hildie was my math tutor when I was a kid, and my dad's math tutor when he was a kid.
And when Wynn had the Forna incident, we took him to Olga's clinic. She fixed him right up.
I went there when I got stung by all the flutterbys.
Well, according to the bylaws, we can remove the president with a unanimous vote. Is it unanimous? Okay, then.
Well, it's decided. We can talk about a new president later. I have one more request. I guess we are still going to have the pose-off. I'd like to rename it the first annual Wynn Douglas Von Barrymore Montague Memorial Pose-off.
I think that sounds like a very good idea. Any discussion? Done. Can someone reorder the banner?
I'll do that. One more thing. How did you call a meeting, Barnaby? There are rules about who can do that.
It's because I'm a legacy.
And stay out of the fizzleberry patches, Lucinda. This is the third time. Goodness, you think she would learn. Well, it's certainly been slow, but I guess everyone is probably at the pose-off. Let's see if Hildie's busy. No answer. These things do certainly have their uses, but couldn't someone invent an app so we could play Candy Bash or Angry Caterpillars? Or something to do to check my witchogram? Maybe I'll close early, put up a sign with my wand number in case there's an emergency. Yes, I think I will. Oh, a patient. Perfect. Gertrude? Where have you been? Are you okay?
I've been away.
I know. Why did you leave?
The woman told me to after I killed Wynn.
What woman?
The woman that came to the meeting after Rapunzel was kidnapped. She said that Myrtie was so worried about our reputation and that after what I did, people would hate us even more.
You shouldn't have gone. You should have called me. Us.
I was just so scared.
I'm sure you've probably never seen something like that before.
I hadn't. It was, I don't know, just so terrible.
Not that terrible.
It was. I'm so awful. And that's why I decided to turn myself in. So people will know it was just me.
You're not so awful. It was an accident. You should hear about some of the things Bertie used to do. on purpose. But I'm so glad you came back. I think that talking to Detective Rathbone is the right thing to do, and I'm going with you.
It was all my fault.
I'm going with you so you don't admit you did something.
I did do something.
And so nobody pressures you into saying anything.
But I did. I killed Wynn.
That's exactly what I mean. You didn't kill Wynn.
But I did.
But you didn't. He's not dead. He's just frozen. You didn't kill him, but he is hexed pretty well.
But I didn't hex him.
You did, though.
How did I do that?
That I don't know. But now that you're back, we can figure it out. However, first, we're off to see Detective Myrtie. She won't jump to conclusions, so we're going to see her, and I know exactly where she is, at the pose-off. Everybody's at the pose-off.
I can't go there. Everyone will see me.
Of course you can. I'm going to want time to others so they'll be there to support you.
But all the britches will be there.
Who on all the britches? That's where we're going.
This is Verity Fides, live at the first annual Wynn Douglas Von Barrymont Montague Memorial Pose-Off. It's been an exciting day here at the Pose-Off, and Rittenberg is so lucky to have been invited to a part of this historic event on our own local princes.
Get to the point, Verity.
Cut that, Mac, would you?
Yep.
This just finished round 5, and Prince Brock is currently leading. But just wait. Prince Hans appears to have something special for round 6. He could pull off another victory. That would make us 10th year in a row. Nobody has won that many since Prince Charming. Cut.
That's my line. Cut. And Verity, there wasn't a posing contest when Charming was alive.
So? Mac, come more of the competition, would you?
Hello, dear. What are you doing over here?
I went out in the first round.
I'm so sorry.
I'm not. What are you doing here? And who's watching the clinic?
We need to find Myrtie. I'm sure she's here.
Why do you need to find Gertie? You're back.
I came to turn myself in.
We need to find Morticia so Gertie can explain that it was an accident, and so we can figure out what exactly happened to Wynn.
She's here somewhere. Rufus McElroy got a little rowdy when Brock tried to crowd surf in a pose, so she had to deal with that. But she should be back.
I can just go to the police station.
No, you can't. Myrtie is here somewhere, and all WU is coming.
There she is, over there.
Let's go. The best way to deal with things is head on. Myrtie, we need to talk to you.
Yes, you do. Hello, Gertie.
Hello. I came to turn myself in for killing Wynn.
Well, you didn't kill, and we'll talk about turning yourself.
She doesn't believe me.
She can believe me, and if she believe me, she can see for herself. There.
He's not moving.
I told you you hexed him.
Then I almost killed him.
I think he'll be fine. When we'll figure out whenever you did.
Here we are. Gertrude, where have you been? Never mind. You're back, and now things can get back to normal.
I thought you said no hats.
It's a hat kind of day, Bertie.
Wynn won't be normal.
You hush. He'll be fine. Us old-timers have some experience with this kind of thing. We'll figure it out. And it's a good thing that I always carry my hat with me. Now, how is this going to go down?
I think I need to talk to everyone.
Wynn can't talk.
He can. He and Flynn have developed some sort of complicated eye thing to communicate. It must be a twin thing.
Ladies, let's go. Gentlemen, I hate to interrupt your content, but I need to speak to Wynn. Flynn, so he can translate. And Verity, do you know who you is?
Cut.
No.
He's confidential.
She's a witness, sort of.
Can't this wait? We're in round 5 and I'm in the lead.
No, this can't wait. And Wynn.
Actually, he is. You get points for time held in a pose. And well, Wynn's doing great in that category.
What is going on?
Gertie came back. I need to talk to her and Wynn.
Incident? Ha! Attempted murder.
I told you to hush the last time I saw you. Hush again.
Anyway, they come with me. Flynn, you too.
I'll get Wynn.
Good. Let's go. Olga, if you come with us, that will be fine.
We're all going. For Gertie.
Can I come? I like to watch when Wynn and Flynn talk.
You are not leaving, Brock. And neither are you and Wynn. We're in the middle of the pose-off. This can wait.
It can't wait.
I refuse. This is my event and my people. They're staying until I say that they can leave.
Young man, I told you to hush. Do you remember the stories that your granny used to tell you about the bad witches to scare you, so you'd be a good little boy? Those stories were about me, so I suggest that you do what I say. Now, Gertie, let's go with Morticia and get this cleared up.
She threatened me! The little one threatened me. Didn't any of you hear her threatening me?
What are you talking about?
I'm not going to let this happen. I've worked too hard. You people are not going to ruin this for me again. Why can't you just leave us normal people alone?
What are you talking about?
Not again. I refuse. You ruined my first pose off, and I'm not going to let you ruin my 10th anniversary pose off.
Calm down, Hans. What are you talking about?
You ruined it. Why can't they just do all their witchy things by themselves?
I don't know what he's talking about. Whatever are you yelling about, young man?
Hans, Flynn already got knocked out, and we could totally go with Wynn to make sure he doesn't move.
Nobody is going anywhere. We are going to finish this right now, and I am going to win, just like always. Except for that year that you ruined my life.
What's he talking about? We've never been here. It's always been a private event.
He's never lost. He did miss a year, but that doesn't really count.
That was 10 years ago.
11. It was 11 years ago, and it was all their fault.
How was it their fault? You were doing charity work the day of the pose-off.
That's what my father told everyone, but it's a lie. I missed the senior junior pose-off championship because I had to do community service because of Myrtle.
Why do you keep saying that? I haven't had a thing to do with you or this silly pose-off nonsense.
You don't remember? You don't remember ruining my teenage life?
Young man.
I wanted some payback. I had to do community service because of the gingerbread incident, which was not my fault.
The gingerbread incident? That was Gretel and Hansel. Oh my goodness, that was you.
That was you? That was epic. I didn't know somebody could eat so much gingerbread.
That is the only lost the gingerbread contest. You and your sister broke into my house and ate everything.
Gretel made me. It wasn't my fault, but I had to clean up the stupid Candyland park and miss my last junior pose off. And Gretel, my poor sister, was traumatized by her community service, teaching peasants how to. She'll never be the same.
And thank goodness for that. You two were just awful, and now Gretel's the loveliest young woman. We have brunch once a month, and her bake shop is so successful. Her gingerbread is almost as good as mine.
No, she was.
She's a successful business owner and completely changed her criminal gingerbread stealing ways. Unlike you, who...
Careful, Myrtie.
only cares about posing contests.
And hair gel.
And fancy cars.
And teeth whitening. None of us believe your teeth really look like that.
And telling people what to do?
And causing trouble.
You don't care about anyone else.
You can't blame this on me. She did it.
Despite all of Hans's other problems, and he and I will have a long discussion, he's right. He's Wynn, and we need to figure out what happened.
I told you, I don't know what I did. We were arguing, and then he couldn't move.
What were you arguing about?
Rapunzel was missing from her tower. I thought she was kidnapped. Wynn knew where she was, and he wouldn't tell me.
What was the last thing you said or did?
Well, I told him to stop talking and listen to me.
That's exactly what...
No, I said, stop. Be quiet and listen. And I stamped my foot like this. Stop. Be quiet.
Stop.
Stop.
What?
That's what froze Wynn. It's simple enough to fix, but we can't fix it if we're all frozen. Wheel that young man over here. Oh, this thing is a little rusty. I only use it to wand vision and check my snap hat. Never mind. That should do it.
Whoa! Finally! My arm is so tired. Wynn, you're alive. Flynn, I wasn't dead.
Good as new.
My hero, you're back.
Where have you been?
Now that that's fixed, I think Hans long talk.
What about her? Accidental hexing has to be a crime.
Only a minor misdemeanor. So unless Wynn wants to press, it's really not worth it.
No, I've never made it this far from the post office.
But I didn't do anything.
You weren't responsible for any of the things that have happened.
Not at all. I didn't have anything to do with any of it. It was her. It was all her. The apples, the goat, the coach, the poisoned well, Lucinda Fitzsimmons, locking Rapunzel in the tower, all her.
What do you mean locking Rapunzel in her tower?
She's been locking the doors on that stupid tower for years.
Not years. Months. You paid me to do that. I didn't want to do it. She's like a nice girl.
She unlocked them right before Wynn showed up. She was hoping that stupid girl would fall for him, and they would run off together.
But the doors were locked. Wynn had to break down all of them.
Only because he was too stupid to try opening them. It was pretty funny watching him crash through all of those doors. Unlocked doors.
Is that why you sent me there? I mean, don't get me wrong. That was amazing. And I'm so happy that she was in the forest. But that's a terrible thing to do, Bertie. I met her. She's nice.
You are such a... You did everything because I told you to? Why did you break down the doors? Why didn't you check if they were unlocked?
No. Wynn told me about this. After like 10 doors, he figured out they weren't locked. But, he had to keep going. He was rescuing a damsel after all.
I did lock the tower, but only for an hour and 17 minutes every day. They were locked the rest of the time, I swear. He told me that I just need to help the bridges look better, have a better image. That's what I did. I did some things. But I didn't actually hurt anyone. I made sure of it.
See? She admitted it. And besides, it's my word against hers, and I'm me, and she's nobody.
Really, Hans? I'll play Tom's place and who paid who the other way.
It's still my word against hers. You can't prove I had anything to do with this.
Nope.
What?
Taping. Everything.
Verity! This was not supposed to happen. We had an agreement. I paid you a lot of money. You were supposed to make us look good.
I tried, Hans. I really did. But she wouldn't listen to me.
Well, now, this is an interesting turn. Looks like Hans, Verity, Mac, and this lady all have lots to tell me. Let's go.
Why are you just standing there? Back me up, people.
We can't, Hans. You did some bad stuff. We had a meeting about it. To talk about things. Your things.
A meeting? Only the president can call a meeting.
Well, let me see. I can call a meeting.
You were a statue. How'd you call a meeting? Flynn? Brock?
I called it.
You. I bet you're happy about this. You've never fit in. You're not like the rest of us. How are you a legacy? Your father wasn't a member. He was a common peasant.
It's my grandfather.
And who's that?
Charming. Charming was my grandfather.
Impossible. Charming didn't have any sons.
But he had a daughter, me.
Your mother was a witch? No wonder you never fit in.
Hey, my auntie in Caradon is a witch. Watch what you say.
No. No. No, no.
Let's go, folks. This is going to be interesting.
You broke down 52 unlocked doors just because you thought it would impress me?
I would have broken down a million unlocked doors to impress you.
Aw.
Oh no.
Don't worry. They'll be okay. Now take Flynn and Wynn and go talk to Morticia.
See, I told you it was a hat kind of day.
In my opinion, every day is a hat kind of day. The biggest scoop of the year, and my reporter is a criminal. Why does this happen to me?
You, come here. Talk.
I don't know what to say.
Read this.
Okay. This is Rapunzel. This is Rapunzel Locke, live at the scene with breaking news.
All right, thank you so much for tuning in to watch Witches United today. Our cast was Lillibeth Sokolowski as Bertie, Sarah Hinkson as Olga, Tessa Martin as Hildie, Roxy Schupp as Ernie, Lucy Mahalovich as Myrtie, Isabella Stringham as Gertie, Annabella Turner as Rumpelstiltskin, Kaden Green as Hans, Jack Turner as Wynn, Vanessa Rubio as Flynn, Gabe Sokolowski as Brock, Chase Stone as Barnaby, Savannah Simon as Verity Fides, Chloe Fiat as Evelyn, Lily Ream as Mac, Abby Bolin as Cora, Allie Bolin as Dora, Molly Clark as Lucinda, Jack Turner again as Wilbur, Allie Bolin again as Morticia Rathbone, and Madison Phillips as Rapunzel. And I was the director of the show, so I basically just put it all together and made sure it all went smoothly, and I'm very happy with how it turned out, despite it being online and having some technical difficulties. I think it ended up being a very good show, and I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Quarantine Theater by Liberty Center Association for the Arts. If you enjoyed today's presentation, please consider making a donation to the Liberty Center. We'll see you next week with another episode. Have a good week.